Hello children, we have been learning the lesson Conquering Distances. This will be our part 3 for chapter 11. In this video, we'll be learning about airways and waterways. In the ancient days, the early man used rafts as a water transport. If you look at the first image on the left side, you will see two people rowing, right? Yes, that's a raft. So the early man in the ancient days, they made rafts and that used to be their water transport. Slowly came the boats and ships, and these boats and ships sailed whenever the wind blew. Next came the steam engines. In the last video, we have learnt about steam engines, right, children? So the steam engines, they drove the boats and ships for some time till diesel was used as a fuel. Today, we have the luxury liners, freighters, and tankers that sail across the wide oceans. Now let's learn about each of them. The luxury liners are nothing but luxury passenger ships, which are also called as floating hotels on the sea. These ships have many facilities and provide big restaurants, theaters, pools, gyms, and quiet libraries to enjoy a long cruise trip. They also have a clinic and doctors on board too. A tanker, which is also called as tank ship, is designed to transport or store liquids or gases in bulk. The major types of tank ship include the oil tanker, the chemical tanker, and the gas carrier. Tankers also carry commodities such as vegetable oils and wine. A tanker, which is used to refuel other ships, is called an oiler. We also have refrigerated ships which carry meat and fish. So, children, ships and boats are a cheap mode of transport. They are cheaper than the roadways and railways because they use the natural water bodies that connect the different countries and continents. So, children, let's learn some of the important sea routes. Children, this is the North Atlantic Ocean and this is South Atlantic Ocean. The North Atlantic Ocean is the busiest ocean in the world. Why? Because it connects the eastern world. This is the eastern world, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia. So the North Atlantic Ocean connects the eastern world with the western world. Similarly, the South Atlantic Ocean connects South America and Europe. Yes, even this route is a busy sea route. Now let's learn about seaport. A seaport is an area near the sea where the ships load and unload the cargo and passengers. So some of the important seaports around the world include New York, Baltimore, Boston, Liverpool, Southampton, and Antwerp. So all these are some of the important seaports around the world. We also have the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal. The Suez Canal connects the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, whereas the Panama Canal connects the Pacific Ocean with the Atlantic Ocean. Because of these two canals, the traveling time has been reduced to a great deal. So, children, the sea routes are used for international trade and commerce. Raw materials and food items like grain, meat, cotton, rubber, and tobacco are transported by ships from one country to another country. So, apart from these sea routes, we also have inland waterways. What is meant by inland? Inland is nothing but a location which is situated within the country. So, we have each and every country has inland waterways. So, here we have the map of China. The important inland waterway in China is the Yellow River, which is also called as Huanghe River. This is the map of Europe. The two important rivers in Europe are the Rhine River and the Danube River. So here we have the continent of Africa. The two important rivers in the continent of Africa are the river Nile, which is located here, and the river Congo. Remember, children, in last class we learned about people using boats in river Congo. So this is where Congo River is located in the central part of Africa. So the two main important rivers in Africa are Congo River and Nile River. In India, we have the two rivers, one river Ganga and the other one is river Brahmaputra. So in India, Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers are the navigable rivers. So all these important rivers in the world that we have learned, they serve as inland waterways where the ships will come and go. The ships will load and unload their cargo. Now let's learn about airways. Children, today we might have supersonic jets and budget airlines, but 100 years ago, the Wright brothers, they flew the first aeroplane which was called the Flyer. Before aeroplanes took the first human passenger into the sky, many people had already traveled in the air by hot air balloons. However, these hot air balloons, they were guided by the blowing winds. So the direction of these hot air balloons could not be controlled. As they could not be controlled, people could not use them to travel to a certain destination. So children, we have come a long way today. The aeroplanes today can carry as many as 400 passengers. Most of the aeroplanes, they travel at the speed of around 1000 kilometers per hour and they fly almost 10,000 meters above the sea level. Today, we have helicopters. Helicopters are used to send relief teams to areas that have floods and droughts. So, children, among all the means of transport, the aeroplanes are the fastest and the most expensive way to travel. Today, most of the cities have airports where aeroplanes land and take off. Children, just like the sea route on Atlantic Ocean, the air route between Europe and North America is the busiest in the world. Let's learn some of the important and popular airports that are located in various parts of the world. So this is the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, the Heathrow Airport at London, the Kennedy Airport at New York. In India, we have the international and domestic airports. The international airport in Delhi is called Indira Gandhi International Airport. In Kolkata, we have Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport. This is the Chennai International Airport. And lastly, our very own Rajiv Gandhi International Airport at Shamshabad. Children, Air India Limited is an airline that is run by the government. We also have private airlines like Indigo, SpiceJet, Go Air, and Jet Airways, which are also popular in India. So, children, hope you have understood airways and waterways. That's it for today's video. See you in the next video.